This summer, James Gunn and Peter Safran are launching their DCU on the big screen with Superman. And I'm going to give you 5 reasons why this movie is going to be awesome. So sit back, relax, and let's dive in. First up, setting the stage of a lived-in and super-filled universe. Undoubtedly, this movie is going to be a Superman film. But this film is going to do more than just introduce Superman and immerse the audiences into this expansive DC universe. You see, this story is set in a world filled with metahumans, heroes and villains with extraordinary abilities. This established world is going to provide vast storytelling possibilities. Superman is going to interact with a diverse array of characters from the DCU. These interactions will then help create compelling dynamics and lay the groundwork for future collaborations and confrontations. By engaging with other metahumans, Superman's story will intertwine with the larger DCU, hinting at potential alliances and even rivalries down the line. This movie will also showcase Superman evolving into a beacon of hope, not just for humanity, but for other heroes across the globe. His moral compass and leadership qualities position him as a guiding force that the DCU's heroes need. Superman's influence extends beyond his individual story, shaping a unified front for future challenges in the DCU. Next up, we have the cast that James Gunn has assembled. He has put together such an amazing cast for this film, blending up-and-coming stars with established actors. The cast includes up-and-coming stars like Isabella Merced, Skylar Gisondo, and Maria Gabriela de Fiera, establishing stars like Nicholas Hoult and Rachel Brosnahan, as well as David Corenswet, who is taking on the titular role of Superman. You may know him from things like Hollywood, The Politician, and even this past year's Twisters. Corenswet's range and his screen presence make him a thrilling choice to portray Clark Kent and Superman. Rachel Brosnahan, known for her Emmy-winning role in The Marvelous Miss Maisel, will portray Lois Lane, adding weight and charisma to the role. This cast combines seasoned actors with fresh faces, each bringing unique strengths to the film. And we know James Gunn's direction. He knows how to balance character development with action-packed storytelling, and we know he is going to ensure an engaging and entertaining Superman movie. The diverse talents of the cast promise a dynamic and multifaceted portrayal of the Superman universe, offering fans a thrilling cinematic experience. Now I want to talk more about David Corenswet and how he's going to embody Superman. Look, there's no denying that over the last few decades we've seen some amazing portrayals of the Man of Steel, from Christopher Reeve to Brandon Routh to Tom Welling, and yes, even Henry Cavill. And while all of them bring their own unique and fantastic flair to the character, none of them hit the mark on the embodying Superman on screen like we see in the comics. Now, that could be due to poor writing decisions or the fact that the story was never fully fleshed out. But the closest that we really have come to a portrayal of Superman on the big screen was last seen from Christopher Reeve, one that truly embodied truth, justice, and the American way. The only aspect that may have been missing was the true overpowering abilities that Superman brings to the DC universe. However, now, with Gunn's incredible writing abilities along with the technology of today, it's easy to see now that Corenswet will have the chance to truly embody Superman like none have ever done before. Sticking with the whole Corenswet thing, another aspect that I want to get into is the dual identity of Clark Kent, Ace Reporter, and Superman. An often overlooked aspect of Superman lore in recent times is the significance of his dual identity as Clark Kent and Superman. You see, Kent is not merely a disguise, but an essential facet of his character within the DC universe. You see, portraying Clark as an aloof or sometimes clumsy reporter adds depth to his persona. It creates a compelling contrast of his heroic alter ego. This portrayal is particularly important in relation to Lois Lane, who is determined, intelligent, courageous, and unwavering in her commitment to uncovering the truth. And that dynamic between Clark's unassuring demeanor and Lois's relentless drive not only enriches the narrative, but also highlights the complexities within their interactions. Their love story is profound because it makes sense from both perspectives. Clark falls in love with Lois because of her strength, her integrity, and her dedication to justice, the very qualities that resonate with his own moral compass. On the other hand, Lois falls for Superman because he embodies the ideals of heroism and hope that she admires. The dual identity allows for a nuanced exploration of their relationship where the tension and intrigue stem from Lois being unaware that Clark and Superman are the same person, which this aspect of the story adds layers of fun and complexity, which make their interactions more engaging and the overall narrative more enriching. Look, if anybody's perfect for writing that kind of complex storytelling with, a love, it's almost like a love triangle, then it's James Gunn. He excels at that type of writing, and hopefully he puts an emphasis on that in this movie. I mean, come on, man. You got to get it right with this, James. You got to get it right. Right? And the final thing I really want to talk about is the 3 H's, an aspect of the Arrowverse that gets overlooked, and how phenomenal it was in how they were able to not only grasp the heroics, but also the heart and humor side of the genre as well. Greg Berlanti may not have coined the phrase heart, humor, and heroics when creating the universe, but it has become such a great way at approaching a universe, and when you build a universe, specifically in the superhero genre, that so many other films nowadays kind of try to tackle their movies and their projects in this way. And it's a little off-putting when you don't hit all 3 of those beats well. Now, James Gunn as a writer and director has proven himself over the last decade or more that he is more than capable of hitting those marks, not just with 1 or 2 projects under his belt, but actually more than half a dozen. I mean, from the Guardians films and the holiday special to Suicide Squad to Peacemaker, James Gunn has a knack of writing stories that hit on all levels. There is no doubt that he will be able to appease the audience at large with Superman in 2025. All in all, this is going to be a movie that the world needs right now. A movie that, as I said earlier, will help embody truth, justice, and the American way. It's going to bring joy and hope to the masses while making us all believe there's a better tomorrow.